Number 1. Listen to a teacher making an announcement in class.
Attention, please. It's almost time for Parents' Day. Please take these invitations home to your parents. Parents' Day will be held 2 weeks from tomorrow. At that time, your parents will have a chance to see our classroom and to talk with me. So when you give your parents this invitation, please remind them to call the school and arrange a time to see me.
What is the purpose of the announcement? Number 2. Listen to a teacher talking to a class.
I want you to promise to be on your best behavior for the substitute teacher. She will tell me if anyone misbehaves. Be sure to bring your books to every class. Please do not be late or forget your homework. If she gives me a good report when I return in 3 days, we will have a snack party.
What can be inferred about the teacher? Number 3. Listen to a school nurse making an announcement.
I want to remind you to take care of yourselves during cold and flu season. We don't want you to get sick. Take vitamins and eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Wash your hands often. Try your best to get enough rest and to stay warm. And if you do get sick, please do not come to school.
What is the school nurse mainly talking about? Questions 4 through 7. Listen to a conversation between two friends at school.
Did you hear Mr. Perry say that he won't be assigning homework in history class anymore?
Yeah, I heard. No homework will be nice, but I'm not looking forward to having quizzes every class instead.
I know. His quizzes are so hard. Even when I study all my notes, I do still poorly on his quizzes.
You know, you can't just study the notes from class. Most of the quiz questions come from the textbook.
What? You mean class notes aren't important? Why am I even taking them then?
I'm not saying that taking notes isn't useful. The notes give you an idea on what to study in the textbook. When you read the book, look for information that matches the notes. That's the type of stuff I remember. And that's why I'm doing well in the class.
Why did Mr. Perry never tell us this before? How did you know that's what he wanted us to do?
He told us the first day of class. You must not have been listening.
Now answer the questions. Number 4. What are the two friends mainly discussing? Number 5. Why does the boy talk about reading the textbook? Number 6. According to the boy, why are the notes useful? Number 7. What can be inferred about the boy? Questions 8 through 11. Listen to a teacher talking in a history class.
As I said last class, there were many events that helped bring World War II to an end. Today, I want to focus on the role that Germany's attack on Russia played in ending the war. The attack began in June of 1941. Adolf Hitler, Germany's leader, wanted more land for Germans to live on. He also wanted Germans to have more food and oil. Perhaps because of his successes in Europe, Hitler thought he could take all of Russia by the winter of 1941. He was wrong, and this mistake contributed greatly to Germany losing the war. The Germans planned to take Russia's capital city, Moscow. They attacked Russia with planes, tanks, and troops. At first, the Germans did very well, and they moved quickly towards Moscow. The Russians, however, fought hard and began to slow the German army down. When winter arrived, the Germans still had not reached Moscow, and they were not prepared for the cold Russian winter. Mainly, they didn't have warm clothes. The Russians, on the other hand, were used to the cold weather and had warm clothes to fight in. Because they were able to fight better in the cold, the Russians stopped the German from ever taking Moscow. The Germans got stuck fighting the Russians for a long time, and they used more and more resources to support the Russian invasion. But by 1944, most German troops were being pushed out of Russia. The Russians were taking back their land and preparing to attack Germany. The failed attack on Russia made the German army weaker. This is important because it left the Germans weak and unable to defend their own capital city, Berlin, when the Russians attacked Germany in April of 1945. The German army and Adolf Hitler were defeated the following month.
Now answer the questions. Number 8. What is the teacher mainly discussing? Number 9. Why did Adolf Hitler want to attack Russia? Number 10. According to the talk, why was the German army unable to take Moscow? Number 11. Why does the teacher mention Berlin?